Season's greetings, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Draw with Rob. With me, Rob Biddulph. Now I'm a children's author and illustrator. This is me on the back of the brand new, at the time of recording, Draw with Rob activity book. It's called Festive Fun. Look, it looks like an advent calendar, doesn't it? And that's because if you look inside, look, there's a different, sorry, I just knocked the camera then. There's a different activity for you to do every day, including, look, Christmas cookie recipe on the 14th. There's a different thing for you to do every day on the build up to Christmas. Now, you might well be watching this video after December the 1st. So do you know what? It doesn't matter. There's no rules really. You can do all of these activities whenever you want. If you want to do each one per day, then that's fine. But look, there's little antlers for you to make. There's puzzly bits, crafty ideas. There's bits where I start the drawing off, you get to finish it. There's labels for your presents. There's all sorts of arty related bits and bobs for you to do. And if that's not enough, there's another Christmas book too, Draw with Rob at Christmas. Check that one out. As I said, I'm an author and illustrator. This is my latest book. Again, at the time of recording, it's called I Follow the Fox. And it's quite Christmassy. It's all about this little boy. He loses little fox, his toy fox, one day in the park. And then he goes on this wintry magical adventure through the snow with a real fox who needs his help. And I'm very, very proud of this book. While we're on the Christmas tip, have you seen this one? My Odd Dog Christmas book. It's the story of this little sausage dog here who she finds herself suddenly in this magical sort of wintry land, and she meets Father Christmas and all of his reindeers, one of whom, Dasher here, has got a cold, so she has to step in to save the day. I'm going to tell you about one more series of books that I have written. My novels, my middle grade novels, the Peanut Jones books. This is the last one in the series. I don't want to show you too much because there'll be spoilers, but you can see how many illustrations I've done in these books. And I'm very, very proud of this story, about this little girl here who finds a magic pencil. Whatever she draws with that pencil becomes real. So one day she draws a door, walks through it, and finds herself in an illustrated world, and she has to find her missing dad and foil the evil Mr. White. All sorts of things happen. But check them out. I'm very proud of them. But anyway, enough of that. Shall we draw a Christmassy picture together? What do you think? Now, I thought today I would show you how to draw a little Christmas pudding character. It's a very cute one, this. It's a very easy one. All you're going to need is a piece of paper, a pen or a pencil, something to draw with, maybe something to colour with a bit later. And that's about it. I'll explain how Draw with Rob works in case you've never watched one of these before. We are going to break this drawing down, or I'm going to break this little drawing of a Christmas pudding character down into bite-sized pieces, no pun intended, which means I might draw a wobbly line here, a circle there, a shape here, a line here, and basically you just have to copy what I do. So let me draw my little line, pause the video, copy what I do, start me up again, I will draw the next bit, pause me, you can draw, start me up, I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw. And by the end, before you know it, you will have finished your lovely drawing. So it's just basically, I'm just here as a helping hand to help you with your artwork. Don't worry if yours doesn't look exactly like mine, it's not meant to. You are going to put a bit of your own character into your drawing, whether you like it or not. We can't help it, right? So don't worry if yours doesn't look like mine. I don't want it to look like mine, I want it to look like yours. That's the most important thing. Right. Enough talking, should we get on with some drawing? Right, the first thing that I want you to do, right in the middle of your piece of paper, I want you to draw a nice wavy line. Sort of about that length. So it's like a wiggly worm, okay? A nice easy start, right? It'd be good if your wavy line finishes on an upstroke at both ends, if you see what I mean. So not on a downstroke, on an upstroke. And that is because we are going to join those two ends up with a big semicircle like this. So we're going to come up and over and round like so and join them up. It already looks a bit Christmas puddingy, doesn't it? Well, it does to me, but maybe that's because I know what's coming next. And what's coming next is we are going to complete the circle of our Christmas pudding. So we're going to start slightly from inside the edge of that top shape that we've just drawn, but then we're going to come down and we're going to go underneath and we're going to go up the other side. And look, just in a couple of strokes of the pen, and we have created a nice little Christmas pudding shape. Now, our Christmas pudding is going to have a little sprig of festive holly on the top of it. What do you think? Does that sound like a good plan? I think it does. And this is how we draw our festive sprig of holly. The first thing we do, right on top of our Christmas pudding, I want you to do 2 tiny circles, like so. And then we're going to do one more in the middle of those, sitting on top. And they're going to be the berries of our festive holly. Now the reason I did them like that, so like in a little triangle, is because that leaves 2 little shapes on each side. And those 2 little shapes are where our little holly leaves are going to spring from. So this is how we do our holly leaves. We're going to start with a curve that goes up towards the top of our page, like that. Then we're going to add 2 little bumps. 1, 2, actually let's do 3. 1, 2, 3 little bumps, like that. And then we're going to do another curve that goes over to the right of over towards the right hand corner of our page. Then we're going to do like a mirror image of that. So we're going to go round there. Can you see it's a mirror image of that line? Then our 3 little bumps, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to join back up here. And can you see it's a nice little holly leaf? Now we're going to do one on the other side, so we're going to do exactly the same thing but in mirror image. So we're going to go do our little curvy bit first, like that. Then the 3 bumps, 1, 2, 3. Then our final little curve. Then we go back down to the bottom. 3 bumps, 1, 2, 3. Join it up. Before you know it, I mean, that how Christmas puddingy is that shape. Pretty amazing, isn't it? See, this one's a nice quick one, very quick one. Now, we are going to change that. I quite like doing this. I quite like turning any objects that we draw into little characters. I've done it a lot. I've done it with a lot of food. So I've done a little watermelon character. I've done, what else have we done? We've done a hot dog character. I've done a pizza slice character. I've done ice creams. I've done ice lollies, all sorts of things. And I basically just turn them into characters by adding eyes, mouth, a nose. No, not a nose. I'm not going to add a nose to this, but I'm going to add eyes, mouth, arms and legs, right? And watch it. It's just magical how this happens. So we got a little Christmas pudding there already. We're just going to add a couple of eyes. So 1, 2 little circles, like so. Inside each of those circles, we do another little circle. Little one this time. And then inside that circle, we do another circle, sort of up towards the top right hand side, like that. And then just colour this bit underneath each one. And by doing that little circle inside, it just leaves a little point of light in the eye. And I don't always do that, but for some reason I wanted to do that today. Sometimes I just do a black circle, but by adding a little point of eye, it just light in the eye, it just makes your character look a little bit more kind of mischievous. Now I am going to do a little mouth, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to do that after I've done my colouring, because often when you're colouring in something and you go over the top of the pen, it might smudge the pen a bit, so it's better to do your pen on top of the colour if you can. So I'm going to leave that for now, but I am going to add the legs. Very simple. I'm going to do 2 lines coming straight out the bottom of our little Christmas pudding character, and then we're just going to curl around on each side. I'm using my brush pen, so I'm just pressing a bit more lightly to get a thinner line to do those little feet. Okay, we'll do an arm coming down here, like so, and this is how we do the fingers. In fact, let me take my thinner pen to do the fingers. We're just going to add 1, 2, 3, 4 little bits on the end there, and a 5th thumb. So just a cute little hand like that. Should we do our Christmas pudding waving at us? This is how you do that. You just do this arm going up there like that, so it's waving, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, little thumb, and there we go, a little waving arm. Now, how long has that taken me? Not even, I don't know, 6 or 7 minutes. Quick, right? Quick. The reason that I wanted to show you this character that is very quick to draw It's because this could be a really good one to put on people's Christmas cards. So say you're going to send a Christmas card to your mum and dad, maybe your brother or your sister, maybe your grandparents or your cousins or your uncles and aunts. You might want to do 6 or 7 cards, and so if you're doing that many cards, it's good to have a little character to put on them that you can do very quickly, just to save you a bit of time. So something like this little guy or gal is a very, very good choice in that instance. Right, I'm now going to go and do some colouring in. I'm going to go into super speed mode to do it, so I will see you back here in about 20 seconds and then we'll add the final details. Okay? Right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's do this. Right, so I've done the vast majority of the colouring in for this, so I'll tell you a little bit about it. Obviously, I've gone for traditional holly colours, the red berries, the green leaves. Maybe you want to do yours totally different. Pink berries, orange leaves, whatever you like. Stripy, rainbow coloured leaves. You know what, I like it, don't you? Whenever you go off piste and do random creative colouring, I really, really love to see that. But I am very traditional in this sense, so I have done, you know, the regular colours, the nice brown Christmas pudding. Now what I've done here, you can see I've made it, I tried to make it look a bit rounded by going darker on this side with my brown and a bit lighter on this side. But can you see I've added some circles and spots and dots kind of all over it, just to give that sort of Christmas puddingy texture. And then the white of the icing, I've kept pretty much white, but just used my little green, like I always do, my little greens and turquoises, just to do the edge, just to give it a little bit of depth. And I think when you add that turquoisey, bluey, greeny colour to it, it just makes your white look a little bit more crisp. I don't really know why that is, but it just seems to work. And then for like overall colour harmony in the picture, I've used the same colours that I used in the whites here to do my scribbly shadow down the bottom. And you guys, you know this is my favourite artist tip, don't you? A little bit of scribble around the feet, getting a bit darker right next to the feet, just makes your drawing look really kind of convincingly three-dimensional. It makes it look like your character is standing on a surface. Right, we've got a few little bits to add still. Shall we add some, let's add some eyelashes, shall we? Just 3 little lines on each side of the eye, like that, just to add some little eyelashes to our character. The reason I'm doing this afterwards is because, do you remember I said it's better to draw on top of coloured pencil than to colour over something, because sometimes it smudges it, and then that way your black will sort of come right to the top of your drawing and look nice and crisp. So for that reason, we're also going to add some little eyebrows, like this. This one's just disappearing behind the icing there. And then last but not least, a lovely little smiley mouth, like that. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my little brown pencil. I'm just going to add a couple of little cheeks. Not that Christmas puddings have cheeks, but then again, they don't have eyes or legs or arms or mouths. So in for a penny, in for a pound. Hang on. Get rid of the pencil dust, and there we go. That's pretty much it, I reckon. I'll just put my little pencils back. You can't see it, but out of shot, I've got all of my coloured pencils over to my left. And pretty much, that is how you draw your little Christmas pudding, character. Nice and easy, I told you, didn't I? Let's sign it, shall we? Remember, always sign your drawings so everybody knows who has created this wonderful work of art. And that's pretty much it done. So I wonder how you guys have got on. As I said, hopefully there's some nice multicoloured Christmas puddings that you have done, and I really, really want to see your pictures. Oh, hang on, I'm just gonna look at that, make that a bit pointier there, that bit of holly, so it's nice and sharp. You can keep, it's very hard, sometimes I find it quite hard to know when to finish a drawing, because I can keep sort of going in and tweaking it and adding little bits here, and I'm going to stop now. That's it, stop now. What was I saying? Yes, I want to see your drawings. So why don't you get a grown-up to take a picture of your picture and then post it on social media using this hashtag, the Draw with Rob hashtag. That way I will get to see it. If you're watching on Facebook, you can just comment below with a picture of your picture and I'll get to see that too. What else? Let's get the admin out of the way. Why don't you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube? Just subscribe and turn on your notifications. That way you'll get told when a new video is out. Speaking of subscribing, why don't you subscribe to my newsletter too? It's totally free. There's no spam. What will happen is you will just get an email, or your parents will get an email when a new video is coming out, or when a new book is coming out, or when I'm doing a live show. Because I tour all over the country, all over the world in fact, and I might be coming to a place near you soon, and then you can come and see me do my live stage show and meet me afterwards, and I'll sign your books and you can show me your pictures and all that sort of stuff. That would be fun, wouldn't it? So subscribe to my newsletter and you'll get all of that stuff. Check out my other Christmas episodes of Draw with Rob. There's a Christmas playlist on my YouTube channel, and they're all there, so nice and convenient for you to kind of do lots of Christmassy draw-alongs in the build-up to the big day, or maybe after the big day when you have all that lovely time off from school. You can do lots and lots of drawings. Maybe you'll get new pencils and pens and sketchbooks for Christmas. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Or if you're watching before Christmas, as I said, make lots of nice Christmas cards, or do some nice framed drawings and give them to your family and friends as Christmas presents. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But whatever happens, I hope you've enjoyed drawing along with me today, because I've loved showing you how to draw this little character. I'm going to be back very soon with another Christmassy episode of Draw with Rob. In the meantime, everybody, take care, have a lovely Christmas, a very, very happy New Year to you all, and I will see you soon. Bye, everyone. Hello, everyone. It's Rob here, just popping up at the end of your draw along video to tell you about my brand new Draw with Rob activity book. Are you ready? Ta-da! It's this one! Draw with Rob, Festive Fun. And it's a Christmas activity book. Now, I've already done one Christmas activity book. Some of you might have seen it, but this one is slightly different. I don't know if you can see, but the cover looks a bit like an advent calendar. And what I've done with this book is I've made it into an arty Advent activity book. So if I show you the very first activity, you see there it says an activity for December the 1st. And then as you go through the book, there is an activity for every single day in December. So you could get this in your Christmas box before Christmas, and you could do the first activity on the 1st of December, and then do one every single day in the build up to the big day. Or you could just do them all in one go. It's totally up to you. So what's inside the book? Well, there are lots of puzzles. There are some practical elements. So I've made you lots of Christmas cards, which you can tear out in the perforated strips, and you can write and send to your friends. There's a page where you can write your list to Santa and post it off to him. There's lots of bits where I start off the drawing and you guys have to finish it off. And in this book, it marks the very first appearance of Peanut Jones, my Peanut Jones character. Her first appearance in a Draw with Rob book, so that's exciting. What else? I've got a recipe for Christmas cookies in there. And I've even got a door hanger for you to hang on your door on Christmas Eve to let Santa know where you are, so he won't miss you out. And of course, there are lots and lots of draw-alongs in this book too. Step-by-step drawing instructions, and I've made you nice frames for you to do your drawings in, so you can stick it up on the wall next to all of your Christmas decorations. So guys, this book is out now. You can buy it right now from wherever you get your books. Try and support your local bookshop if you can. And I really, really hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to send me some pictures of the drawings that you do with the book. So that's it. You can get on with the rest of your day now. And I will see you very soon for another episode of Draw with Rob. Bye-bye.